Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install Dank Material Shell on the Niri window manager. The installation is just one command, it's on their GitHub, and I'll leave the link in the description. The command supports the big three distros like Arch, Fedora, and Debian, so if your distro is based on that, it should work. And if you've never heard of Niri, it's a scrollable tiling window manager, and it takes some time to get used to, but I like it a lot better than any other environment like GNOME, KDE, or Hyprland. The only downside is that there's no blur by default for Windows, but for me that's not really a big deal. So let's go ahead and start installing this shell. I recommend doing it in a VM first, and the easiest way is by using GNOME boxes. You can install this Flatpak on any machine, you don't have to use GNOME. Just use whatever app store you have to search for it. I'm going to select this first option, the Fedora Workstation 42. Now this is what you'll see when you first open up Fedora. I'm just going to go through it normally. Now we can paste the install command from their GitHub page, and once again I'll leave the link in the description. Now from here I'm going to scroll down until I see installation. I'm going to copy this command. Now if I go back, I can paste this and click enter. Now this is what the install script looks like. I'm going to click enter. For the window manager, you can choose whatever you want, but I highly recommend trying out Niri. I like it a lot better than Hyprland. And for the terminal, I'm going to choose the default one as well. If you have any other preference, you can select it over here with the arrow keys, but I'm just going to click enter. And then I'll click enter again. Now I just need to type my password, and then we'll start installing everything. After you finish installing Dank Material Shell and you get a message like this, you can go ahead and restart or just log out of your computer. And then when you click on your user, you should see something like a settings icon at the bottom right if you're using the GNOME login system. And I've already set it to Niri. Now I can just log in with my same credentials. And this is what you'll see for the first time. I'm going to select get started, and now it's just going to do a system check. If there are any warnings for like missing packages or whatever, you can go ahead and just install them from your package manager. And then you could click on run again, and then you shouldn't see any more warnings. Now I'm just going to click on next, and mod is just like the Windows key or the super key, but I'm just going to click on finish. Now this is a wallpaper that I set. This is not the wallpaper that comes by default, and you can set your wallpaper by clicking over here and then going over to the wallpaper section, and then if you click on this folder icon, you can select where your image is, and this will set your wallpaper directory. So all the images that you put in this folder, it'll show up over here, and you can easily switch your wallpapers at any time. Now to make this look like my current setup, I didn't really change much. I'm just going to open up the settings by doing Windows key and space, and then I'll search for settings. And make sure you select the DMS settings and not the normal settings like the GNOME settings or KDE settings. And now I'm going to search for window gaps, and then I'll click on this Niri layout overrides. When I go over here, I'm going to click on override gaps, and then I'll change this 4 pixels to 28 pixels. This just makes it so there's more of a gap when you open up any windows. I like to see my wallpaper a little bit. And then another thing that you probably noticed is I moved this top bar to the left. Now to do that, I'm just going to click on the Windows key and then comma to get to the settings quickly. And then I'll click on the settings under the Dank bar over here, and I'll change the positioning to the left. Now this basically looks exactly like my setup. Now to make the terminal transparent, for this specific terminal, Ghost T, I think that's how you pronounce it, you would just need to edit the file that's in the home folder under .config/Ghost T and then config again. And now for this background opacity, I just change it to 0.9. Then I'll save it with Ctrl S and then X. And this will only take effect once I restart Ghost T. I'll just open up the terminal again. And now you can see it is transparent. And like I said before, there is no blur supported officially in Niri, but they are planning on adding it. I also like to change the default shell to the fish shell instead of bash, and you can easily install it with whatever package manager you have. But the reason I like to use it is because it has the predictions that bash doesn't have. Some people do hate on it, but I don't really care, it just works fine. I'll put the command to set it as your default shell on the screen right now. If you used to use GNOME, you should have the Files app installed by default, but when you try to open it, you'll see that it opens up as a floating window like this. That's how it's set by default, but I don't really like that. I want it to open up as a tile like any other window. And to do that, we can edit the Niri config ourselves. If we do nano, and then .config, and then Niri, and then config.kdl, and I'll tap to autocomplete, I can search with Ctrl W and type Nautilus, which is the name for the GNOME Files app, and I can completely remove this line. This entire block is telling Niri to open all of these windows as floating apps. And this is fine for certain apps, but I don't want it to do this for the Files app, so I'm just going to completely remove this line. And then I'll hit save with Ctrl S and then Ctrl X. And it said the config has reloaded, so if I try to open up the Files app again, it'll open up as a column like this. The last thing we're going to do is install their greeter. If you don't know what this is, it's what you see when you log out of your system or you boot it up for the first time. Right now it'll probably be the GNOME or KDE one, and it doesn't really match the theme of the rest of your computer. So the developers have actually created their own login UI, which has the same appearance as the Dank Material Shell lock screen. So I'll leave this link in the description. All you need to do is scroll down and click on installation. And then for whatever distro you have, you just need to copy the command and then enter it in your terminal. So I've opened up a terminal here and I'm going to paste this here. I'm just running both of these commands separately. Now that's installed, let's go back to the page and click on completing setup. We just have to run this one command to enable the greeter. I'll just enter this in. And then you also need to run DMS greeter sync. And this will sync it to your theme. It's asking us to add our user to the greeter group, and I'll just allow it and click enter. And then I'll put my password. And now once I log out by doing Windows X, and actually to restart this VM because it didn't work after I logged out, make sure you select Niri at the bottom right. But once you log in with your username and password, it should take you to your Dank Material Shell UI. But anyways, that is how you set up Dank Material Shell on your computer. If this worked for you, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you run into any issues while setting this up, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.